what? Boy Scouts who I be. Straight to your dome. We coming straight to your zone. Bringing all you ruckus to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be. Flip mode is the squid dog. Bust your rhymes. Break it down like this. Yo, which, throw my flow. You with a direct blow. Coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Mac out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, get them, just bash the yo. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequency studio stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I step up in the place and you watch them correct. Got you all in check. I got that head knock.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
That's good for our Patriots. First down. A gain of 15.
Once again, it's Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw, it's May. And that is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now you look at this Patriots defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
To throw, it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On play action, Allen. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Cook is in. Touchdown Bills. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive is 6 on the scoreboard.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. From the 35, here's 2nd down to the yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll throw with May. He's got Gore. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First down, New England.
And now they'll shift things around. Looking to throw. May. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. And nearly picked. It's second down now.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that somewhere.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
You think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Brown 80! Tight.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
319! What's that?
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And he showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 2, here's third and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On fourth down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Yeah, you go. Hey, what's up?
They run once more with Henderson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Hey, what's up?
From the gun on third down, it's May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
It's on!
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Allen.
Open man downfield is Duvernay.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Patriots, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Baker-Tootin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
May going to give it to Henderson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's good for our Patriots. First down.
Throwing here is May. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. It looks like they'll move things around here. From the shotgun, they run with Henderson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To the air, May. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Crazy.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. It's deep for Duvernay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Patriots 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you Try and score when given the opportunity.
It's second down.
From the gun, it's May. Under pressure, they got him again. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now they'll change things up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. May looking to run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Crazy! Crazy!
They're going to try and throw. He'll try to do it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fighting through at the 25. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. Taken down at the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try the wide side with Cook. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing now is Allen. Pass complete to Addison. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. This drive has been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is what...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bills 31, Patriots 3.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Here's May. That's complete to DK. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st down, it's Henderson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Crazy.
They go play action now. May. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 57 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Patriots 10.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now this time, Allen will throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Patriots 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Open man, that's Felton. And a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And now an audible here into something else.
2nd and 5 at the Bills' 45-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Anderson. Look down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this out to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert.
To throw, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Allen now looks to throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Back to the ground, Cook. And only a yard to
this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
319, alert!
Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Barker. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On fourth down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw with May. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Anderson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Here's 3rd and 9.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
Yep, 45, here we go. 30.
To throw, it's May. He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
It's a gain of 42 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, May. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
2nd down.
Straight ahead, Henderson. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, 30 yards. And the Patriots get a bit closer.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
The Patriots.
May going to try to throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. To the air, May. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly the 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. From the gun to give to Henderson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we